Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for anybody that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. So with that being said, today we are getting a message, what this person's too scared to tell you. I'm going to be using the Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle cards today because I want to get a message from your spirit guides in regards to this person, which is what we're going to be using the deck to do, okay? So let's go ahead and get that. I already gave these quick shuffles. So spirit guides of my fellow humans, what would you like to tell them about this person that's too afraid to tell them what they want to tell them? Okay, thank you. All right, so let's find out about them though, okay? So source, what is this person too afraid to tell my fellow humans? What would they like to come through? What would they like to say? What is this person too afraid to tell my fellow humans? What would they like to say? Okay, so we've got the 4th house, Aquarius energy, and Mercury. I'm so glad Mercury came up because we are talking about communication, right? They've got a lot going on. I mean, and it's sad when people put us in no contact situations. It's like, if you had just been honest with me, like, I'm sure things would have been fine, but you know, their own fears are guiding them, and it's easy for us to assume things rather than to see things as they are. But I feel like right now this person feels very detached, and they have to feel detached, because if they don't, they feel overwhelmed by you. And that's what they want to say. It's like, every time I try to connect with you, or every time I think about calling you, or every time I think about texting you, it's like I'm completely overwhelmed by the energy. And it scares me because I've never felt anything so big in my life, and I've never felt anything so deep. And that is something that I just don't know how to handle, right? And it's different, and it's unique, and no one I've ever met has even come close to you, and no one I've ever met has felt as comfortable as you do. But no matter how comfortable you seem to feel to me, I still am scared, because I'm afraid that if I fall into you, I'm going to lose myself entirely. And I've done that before. I've lost myself in connections. I've lost myself with other people in my life, and it's only ever left me feeling hurt and awful, and like I went through a lot of suffering, and I'm afraid of that. I'm not saying that you'll do those things to me. I'm just saying my fear is leading me. My fear is guiding me right now, and I'm doing my best to face it, and I'm doing my best to really look at what it is that I need to let go of. And I do have people in my life that are influencing me at this time, people from the past, and people who, you know, I'm trying to understand more about them. Are they for me? But right now I have to emotionally detach because I have other things that I have to work on. And if I'm constantly just thinking about this relationship, or if I'm constantly just worrying about what's next in this connection, like, I'm not going to be able to move forward with anything in my life. You know, I see you moving forward, and I see you innovating in your life, and I'm always concerned that I'm behind. And it's like, I want to do my best to catch up, and I know it's not a race, but I do want to be able to come to you with something, because right now I just don't feel like I'm enough. And so I'm learning, and I'm understanding the way I show up, and I'm understanding why I do the things that I do. But it's just taking a lot of time right now. Wow, this is a really deep energy already. They do feel the way that you feel about them. I do feel like this is a romantic connection. It doesn't have to be, but I do feel that way. Okay, I'm going to use these cards today. So, what are you too afraid to tell my collective? Wow, that was a weird shuffle. Yeah, they feel like they don't fit with you. Like, that you're leagues above them, and that there's no way that we'll ever fit together. Like, how could someone that's a commoner like me fit together with an emperor and empress like you? What are they too afraid to tell my fellow humans? Thank you. What are they too afraid to tell my fellow humans? At night they lie awake and they think about you. They dream about you. They smell you. They feel you. They hear you. What are they too afraid to tell my fellow humans? Like the Empress came out. I don't take these cards in the reverse, but it did come out in the reverse. That's the thing. I'm too afraid to do things because I'm afraid I'm going to be impulsive and I'm going to scare you away. Right? Look at this. Isn't that interesting? What's a bug like me have being in the presence of a god or a goddess? Right? A king or a queen, however you want to see it. They just don't feel like they belong with you because it's like no matter how deep the feelings are, it's like they just don't see themselves from a loving place. And they're learning and they're trying their best to do so, but they've got a lot that they're going through. I see you as this incredibly balanced person, and you're so creative and you're so smart and you're so kind. And I want to talk to you. I really, really want to talk to you, but I'm dealing with my own anxieties. I feel like this is someone who they may start a text, or they may start a DM, or they may start an email, or they may even pick up the phone and start to dial. But it's like as soon as it gets to the final moment, right? The final countdown, like they hang up because their anxieties overtake them. You guys have been through a lot together. Energetically, in life. I do feel like this could be a friend of yours or someone that has been a friend in your life. And now they see you as this person who is unobtainable. And isn't it funny? Swans, they mate for life. They feel like someone else is better suited for you. Like you're always going to be the person that gives them strength. I don't feel sufficient enough to be with you. I don't know if I ever will be enough to be with you. And I feel like with this Eight of Wands here, she has her eyes closed in the card. I feel like they don't see themselves the way that you see them. And I feel like you're learning to see yourself the way that they see you. But it is scary. I just feel like if I were to actually send that message, then I would end up hurting us both in the process. 11th house coming out here with Aquarian energy. Yeah, friends, like-minded groups, humanitarian beliefs. So they're definitely influenced by their friends right now. That's what they would tell you. But they're too afraid to tell you they're being influenced by their friends. And I don't know if it's because their friends know who you are, or if it's just their friends expect them to be a certain way. But it feels like both. Like it feels like they have friends who expect them to showcase certain attributes and they're really tired of living in that energy, but they don't know how to be another way. And then they have friends who might know you and their friends like make fun of them or make fun of you. And this person doesn't like that, but it's like really sad because I feel like this person has joined in on that at one point in time. And it's like now to stand up for you and to say like, hey, you shouldn't say those things about this person. Like, they feel like they're being a hypocrite, and that's why they feel like they don't belong in your energy at all. Like it's like, if, wow, one second. There's an energy coming through. It's like if you only knew the things that I said about you, you would never talk to me again. Yeah, Chiron, hurt and heal. They thought it was no big deal at the time. Like it wasn't a big deal. It was like, well, whatever. It's, you know, like it's never going to get back to them, or it's never going to be heard. It's never going to be seen. Like it's not going to be a big deal. But at the end of the day, what they didn't realize is that it wasn't you that they were hurting, it was themselves, because that was hurtful, right? But it never really got back to you, or even if it did, is like at the end of the day they hurt themselves so much because it was like now they have to look at themselves and deal with the fact that they said things about you when they love you or they care about you so much. And I already hear someone saying, well, if they loved me they wouldn't have said that. But when they said those things, they didn't know what the feelings they had for you were. So they thought that maybe you were just some obsessed person that, you know, like everybody loved them, or like this is someone who's very egoic at some point and they're being humbled quite a bit right now. Like this is someone who thought like they could get any person they wanted, and is like everybody that they were looking for, they were looking for you. And now they're being humbled because they're realizing like it was only ever you. And this is in no way, please understand, these messages are in no way to say like you have to accept somebody back or anything like that. Again, this is just something they're too afraid to say. We're looking at where they're at right now. Okay, you take it for what it is. But this is in no way saying like you have to accept this person into your life, or like it's a requirement of you. It's like always choose yourself no matter what comes out in a tarot reading. Okay, always choose what's best for you and listen to your intuition. That is the first and foremost, most important thing. Okay, we have magic works through you. You're the reason that they healed. It was like you healing yourself is what forced them to heal or inspired them to heal, because you're so magical and beautiful. And then we have open to the infinite possibility. Yeah, you're this very abundant source in their life. Like now they find inspiration from you. And I do feel like they're not talking to these friends as much as they used to, or they're not sharing what they used to with these friends. You know, it's kind of like when, you know, someone says, oh, I like so-and-so, and everybody gives them a bad time about that person. And it's like they just kind of like joined in on the fun. Oh yeah, haha, it's funny that I like that person, huh? And like it's like they didn't want to, but they did, and now they're like influenced by it too much, and now it's really hurting them a lot. See, we have to see the big picture with Giraffe Spirit. Yeah, they didn't see who you were. It's not an excuse. That's not, never is that an excuse for anybody to say things about people behind their back. But it's just, that's where they were at. They just didn't understand who you were. They didn't see who you were. They didn't know the energy that you two shared together. And now they're beginning to understand the energy that you guys share together. And they like regret so much. Show. We have spotlight, express, create, radiate joy and enthusiasm. So it's like while they were chasing the spotlight, you were out here being an embodiment of joy, love, expression, creativity, and enthusiasm. So it's like your journeys were on two different levels. Timing, deadline, synchronicity, rhythm, moment, yeah. And the timing was off, right? Like it just wasn't supposed to happen at that time, because this person, again, they're dealing with their emotional ego. And they're just not in a place that they can be like loving or kind or giving. And they're being humbled by Source really fast. Like we have yield, force, concede, surrender, and accept. Yeah, they're being forced to be humbled. Like Source is like, so it could be that this person ended up experiencing that from someone that they really cared about in their circle. Like someone who they thought was always going to stand up for them or be there for them. Like all the things that you thought of this person, they had that same thing. Yeah, see, look, we have toxic relationship, fighting, codependent, misunderstanding, and trigger. So they're experiencing a toxic relationship right now, but it's all being mirrored back to them how they treated you. Even if they didn't treat you like this to your face, like how they treated you behind your back, that is getting all mirrored to them. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, this is not someone who did this to your face. This person just disappeared and became silent. And now everything that they said behind your back is coming back. Yeah, anxiety, like stress, depression, panic attacks, restless. Yeah, they're completely in their head because of your connection with them. They don't know how to overcome it. And this is what they would tell you, but they're too afraid to tell you that they're stressed out about this. They feel like you would come back and like throw it back in their face. But not because you're a mean person, but because you have every right to. We have social media, spying, online dating, reminiscing, and networking. So now the only thing that I can do is look at your Facebook or look at your Insta or look at your Spotify Spotify? Okay. Maybe you have a Spotify. Or look at your, your TikTok or whatever it is. But I'm doing my best to heal these wounds, and I'm trying to improve. I really want to progress through this, beyond this. Okay, this just flipped out. Unfinished business. It's not over. Patterns, back and forth, and baggage. Okay, so they probably will come back. And again, this is in no way anybody, not even Source, saying like you have to take this person back. Please understand, at the time, if this person comes back into your life, listen to your intuition, right? You are not required to deal with toxicity. You are not required to invite a person in just because of a said connection. That is not at all. It's always about you becoming so grounded in yourself that you know what's going to be best for you. We have the butterfly, like evolving in growth. Next phase, healing inner child and releasing the past. I'm trying to forgive myself for what I did. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out, change, things coming to light and healing. Because now I know who you are. And I know what we share. But the separation has me feeling sad and bitter. And I'm always thinking about you, missing you. And I don't know what's coming. I don't even know if you and I could ever be a thing. I wish I'd taken a chance when I had the opportunity. I just didn't understand what it was. And so you cut ties and you moved on. But you had to. Otherwise, I'd have just kept playing you along. Many options, unconventional, one-night stand, string. Otherwise, I would have just kept stringing you along. Did I not just say that? Wow. Holding a kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. I had an opportunity to have this great connection with you, and I blew it. I blew it. No one's at fault but me here. It's like, if you can call it fault, they were just in an unhealed state, right? And if you're new here, that's just what we talk about on this channel, right? It's not about blame. It's not about putting someone else down for where they're at. It's just about understanding this is where they are in their life, and that's where their journey is. So they have to deal with where they're at on their journey. It's not something that we can heal for them. Yeah, assistance, spirit guides, fate, epiphany. Was this person too scared to tell them? Well, okay, we've got a whole bunch. Look, okay. On the bottom, we've got the North Node. Okay, and before we even get into this, I'm going to put this here for a minute. Because in the midst of all these cards that flipped over, we also have the South Node coming out, right? Clinging, comfort zone. This person was in their South Node while you were moving into your North Node. Okay, so these ones came out first. I'm going to move that over here. We have epiphany and breakthrough, right? I understand who you are now. But Source took you on a divine detour, right? Divine intervention. Source wasn't going to let you connect with me because I wasn't in the headspace to receive you. Now I'm receiving assistance from my guides, from Source. Healing my inner child. I understand why I did the things I did. Right? Healing inner child. I'm healing from so much. And you're helping me by being you and being distant. You're this stabilizing energy in my life because you're always in this perfect flow and this harmony. And you give me hope that I can let go of the things that I've been burdened with for so long. That I can take action and I can have new beginnings in my life. Because I am so attracted to you. You set my life on fire. I've never liked anybody the way I like you. I've never felt the way I felt about anybody the way I feel about you. But I know that I could have messed this up entirely because of the way I projected myself to you. When I could have said something, I chose to say nothing at all. And I realized that could really break the connection between us. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime. I know if I can't get to you in this lifetime, I'm going to do everything in my power to get to you in the next. And I know that might not mean anything. But know that it's my burden to hold because I know you deserve the world. Very soon. This one just flipped over when I put it down. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So they could come forward very soon. We have trust. Trust the situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay? They're learning how to walk in faith. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. They had to retreat from this connection, which is what I felt at the very beginning. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. We've got that already from another deck. And flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And where was it? Oh, Dragonfly. We had Dragonfly come out. Lightheartedness. So it's like, if this person comes back, I feel like this is a message for you. If this person does come back and you choose to accept this person back into your life, don't take it serious. Like, not that it won't be serious, but just be lighthearted, be flirtatious, have fun, right? Don't try to, oh my gosh, they're back. Let's go from 0 to 1,000 and get married tomorrow. Like, let it build and make this person show up for you, right? By making them put in the effort. And that's what Source is saying. If you choose to do that. If not, remember, you deserve to have someone come towards you. You deserve to have someone put in the effort to come towards you. Okay? So let's take a look at your card here. I'm going to read this from the book. Look, we've got Bastet. Goddess Bastet she's connected with our sacral chakra, which is all about our emotional healing. Okay? She's a lot softer than Sekhmet. Sekhmet is a very powerful energy. I've worked with both. I really like both, actually. Both of them are very powerful. But look, we have protection, independence, and magic. She says, well, it says, Bastet was a feline goddess of the Egyptian pantheon, but unlike her counterpart Sekhmet, Bastet is not fierce unless she is protecting something or she is provoked. Right? So it's okay to be this soft energy, but if you're provoked and you need to protect yourself, don't hesitate. Bastet is the gentler of the two feline goddesses, being loving, loyal, nurturing. Although, much like her earthly feline familiars, she has a taste for independence and could seem somewhat aloof at times. She is associated with the moon and magical arts, and of course, all cats come under her divine protection. When Bastet sachets through a reading, she's inviting you to seek out the night sky and enjoy a little more independence and adventure, right? Even if this person does come back, it's okay to let things play out and be a little aloof. You don't have to just jump in, balls to the wall. You don't have to do that. It says do something on your own. Go to a class or a concert and enjoy yourself alone. Cast your spells beneath the stars and conjure magic under the full moon. Bastet comes to remind you of your power and your aloofness and your ability to remain detached when necessary. Others might try to challenge you or call you into some kind of altercation. You have the power to choose your own battles. Do not allow people to choose them for you. You do not have to engage in squabbles or catty behavior. You are free to walk away with a sultry flick of the tail, maintaining your mystery, dignity, and power. Catfights are beneath you. Be aloof, be strong, and above all else, be resilient. I love this. I love this for you. So, this is a powerful message. Yes, I understand. And it can be disheartening sometimes because we just want to jump into love so badly. But this is that reminder that regardless of where this person is and how they show up in your life, it's important for you to continue to choose yourself first, okay? No matter what. And listen to your intuition. Okay? So if you feel like this is your reading, leave the little cat emoji. I'll let you choose which one, but leave a little cat emoji down below and say, I choose to listen to my intuition while staying aloof when it comes to matters of the heart, knowing that it is more important for me to trust my gut feeling than it is to romanticize a potential outcome. Okay? And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box. It has everything you need, including how to reach me for a personal reading, as well as how to join here as a member. With that, I do want to take a quick second to thank your gods, your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my spirit guides, and a special shout out to Bastet for an additional message for you today. And with that, until next time, stay human. Bye.